connectivity service. Next is what? Network info. So network info is a class using which you are able to get the information whether your device Wi-Fi is on or your mobile's data is on. So when you want to get this type of information, at that time you just need to create the object of network information class. Then connectivity manager object, that means CM dot get network info. Get network info is a method using which you will get type underscore Wi-Fi and type underscore mobile. So type underscore Wi-Fi returns true if your Wi-Fi is on in your mobile phone. Similarly, this particular returns true if your mobile data is on. So NI dot is connected. Now what is there in NI? Type mobile. Type mobile means data. So if your mobile's data is on, at that time is connected method will return true. So I have taken boolean variable over here because output would be in the form of true or false, right? So I have taken two boolean variable, one for checking Wi-Fi connection and second for checking data connection. So you can take any variable over here. If you don't want to use is Wi-Fi connection and is mobile connection, you want to use A and B or answer or any variable you want to use, that variable you can use. But I have taken is Wi-Fi connection because from the name of variable I can easily get that this particular variable contains this type of data. Let me explain this code once again. In this particular topic, we are going to check whether our device data is on or Wi-Fi is on or both are off, right? So that checking I can perform with the checking of mobile network. But to execute this particular program, you need to set two permissions in the manifest file. First of all, accessing of network state, and second is called accessing of internet. These two permissions you need to copy and paste it into the manifest XML. Next is called designing portion. Designing is there in the activity underscore main.xml file. Inside that I have taken one linear layout which contains orientation property as a vertical. Inside linear layout I have placed two widgets. One is called text view and other is called button. So in the Java file I need to create particular class is not supported by Android Studio, so it is called deprecated, but it won't create any error, right? You will not get any error, right? You can run this program, you will definitely get the output of this program, but only it gives you the warning that instead of this class you are having many other classes and methods which you can use in better way. But right now I don't want to make any changes in the code, that's why let me keep network information class and is connected method as it is, as my output remains as it is, so I don't have any problem. So over here you will get installation of your application, then launching of your activity, at last some text view is there. Let me click on a button, Wi-Fi connected false, and my computer is connected with the data, mobile data, so over here true is there, right? So this particular program is related with the checking of Wi-Fi and data. If you want to check this particular application into your mobile phone, I am going to repeat that step once again. You just need to click on a build button, build menu, click on a build bundle, click on APK, over here your APK is generated successfully. You just need to click on a locate. Over here you will get the location of your APK. Just copy this app debug APK and paste it into your mobile instrument. After that you need to install that APK into your device. At last you can execute your program in the mobile. But for that, how you will check that particular application is working or not? First of all, when you run application, first time you need to on your Wi-Fi and make data off, and then click on a button. So you will get Wi-Fi on, data off. In the second time, you need to off your Wi-Fi, you need to on your data and click on a button. So output will be Wi-Fi on, Wi-Fi off, data on, right? And at last you need to off both, that means Wi-Fi and data. So in both the cases output will be false. So in this way you can execute your application. Now let me explain second program of our today's session, which is based on the telephony manager. This particular program we have already done manager is responsible to manage the resources related with the network. So there are lots of manager. Notification manager is also there, which we have already completed in our previous video, right? So each manager is responsible to assign specific tasks, and each manager provides specific services which are related with that particular manager. Now with the object of telephony manager, what I need to do, I need to concat my string into the information variable. So for that, first line would be font details, then in new line IMEI number and value of variable IMEI number. Again this line is printed subscriber ID. You will get data which is stored inside subscriber ID variable. So in this way it concatenates string, and information variable contains all the values related with this particular text as well as this particular variable. Now at last, information is a collection of this all details, so I have set it in the text view. Now let me copy the given code. First of all, let me set the permission. telephony manager, I have created telephony services. Now tm.listen, listen is the method, right? So when any phone is there, right, it is in the ringing, it is in the use, or you are not going to use, and phone becomes ideal at that time, yeah, right? So you can check this all state using tm.listen. Listen means what? It will listen if any ring is if your phone is in the ringing, right? So in that new phone state listener I have implemented, when phone's call state is changed, that means if right now your phone is in the ideal mode and your friend is calling you, right, at that time it becomes in the ringing mode. So the state of your phone is changed. At that time this event is fired. Now telephony manager dot call state ringing. So this is executed when your phone is ringing. Now next keyword is called call state off hook. Now off hook means what? If your phone